How's it going, everybody? I'm going to be doing a video today on how to get good with ICT concepts. This is a long-awaited one, too. And people aren't going to like my answer to this because it's going to be the same answer as it is to everything. But for some reason, I got to make a whole separate video on how to do this stuff. And plain and simple, how you really, like, if you really want to be really good with this stuff, you got to go and test it all day, every day. That's it. Go in forward test it. Go in paper trade it. Go in FX replay or TradeZilla, whatever you prefer. And then test it. And then write it down. And then what happened here? Okay, we did this. Okay, we used an order block here. Why do we use an order block? You ask yourself the question, why did it do this? Literally, that's it. Why did it do this? And I'll pull something up here. What I used to do a lot still. I still sometimes do this as well. Let me see if I can find it in my files. And oh, maybe not that. I think this is really amazing when you want to figure out what you want to do. And it is a case study. So when I was having trouble with, or not really having trouble, but when I wanted to learn all about bias, and I wanted to know everything, every day, every month, everything. I wanted to know it all. I sat on my chart and wrote out every single reason why we should do exactly this. Why did we do a retracement here? Why did we retrace here? Why did this one go take liquidity? What stemmed the run? And it's all written in format here. Same thing here. I'm not going to read all of it because you guys are going to get bored and probably fall asleep, but it's the same thing. Like, put in a lot of work and you'll get really good. I mean, it's not that hard. I just constantly, everyone that knows me and everyone that I talk to, I am constantly sitting on this app right here testing something. And I get called crazy for it because they're like, why the hell do you still do it? You already know what you need to do. And it's because I love testing. I love every minute of it. I love learning something new about ICT every single day. I like making my own concepts at this point because they are. And when you get to that point of where you just want to learn, like you just want to know, all right, well, how do I know it's going to run liquidity today? Like, how do I, like, for sure? How do I trade with the day, even though the day is bearish, but it's going to be bullish today? Or I'm seeing signs of bullishness. Like, should I long or should I short or should I just not trade? That's how you test. That's exactly how you test. You go and do both of them. What are you more comfortable doing? And I had the same issue there. But a lot of people fail with ICT. 99% of people fail with ICT because it's not rule-based. Everything is directly dependent on, if you study this, you're going to do well. It's like math. This is exactly like your math class if you had it in high school. If you study, you do well. Yeah, you can cheat yourself sometimes and get away and pass the test, which is basically full porting an account. Maybe you're using time and you just short at 9:30 because we went up. You're a retard and you're probably going to get every account you have blown because you just don't know what you're doing. Like, you don't. If you short at 9:30, just like basically cheating on a test, you're going to lose your accounts. I mean, it's just that simple. You have no idea why it should short. Even if you think you do, you don't. You already don't know what you're doing. And, I mean, there's really nothing else to add to that. I mean, that one's just plain and simple easy. But then you go and ask yourself the question, why? Why do I need to study this? What is important? What am I not understanding? Like, I used to ask myself that question. What don't I understand? All right, what do I understand? Okay, I understand the setup I take. But do I understand, like, you know, when is it viable to not take it? Even though that's there, is it, and I have everything in place, should I take it if it gives me X condition? So let's say I love breakers. I take breakers, as everybody knows. If I see a breaker, here's one right here. This is an internal breaker. And if, say we had a candle here, say this candle closed here, would I take this one? Probably not. Just because it's not clean. Even though it is a setup, it's there. It's textbook right here. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. It's not clean at all whatsoever because it's a wick. And I'm entering on a 1 minute, even though the 15-second might be a massive candle. I'm sure we'll see on a 15-minute or 5-minute. maybe 1 minute. I mean, shit. Yeah. All right. So the 1 minute, but it wasn't clean. I mean, that's just that simple. You just have to add. You just have to have those little nit questions that are just tell you, okay, I don't want to take this because of X. I don't want to do this because of X. These conditions. All right, it's a bank holiday yesterday, as everybody knows, on February 2026, February 16th, I believe. What is today? Yeah, it's the 16th. It was a bank holiday. I got destroyed when I traded the day after a bank holiday. Was I wrong? Hell no, I'm not wrong. I was completely right. Knew exactly what I was going to do to the T, perfectly. What happened? I got chopped up. Let me just add things here. And this was last month as well. I forgot about this totally. Obviously, you don't trade on a bank holiday, but no one knows this one. Don't trade the day after a bank holiday because it's like FOMC. 99% of the time, it's just going to be very choppy because we skipped 6 hours and it's going to reaccumulate for the whole day missed. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are big range days. See my point? You learn as you go, and that's just kind of how it is. But then, as long as you follow your rules and you follow your risk, you don't have to be amazing at this stuff. Like, you don't. I want to be amazing because that's my personality. I want to be the best at ICT concepts. I want to beat everybody doing it. That's my drive. I don't get satisfaction from just, okay, I took a trade. Like, I wish I could. I wish I was hardwired like that, but I'm not, unfortunately. I get satisfaction from other things, like trying to learn something new about this stuff every day, using different concepts, getting a really good analysis that people can't get. Like, that's the stuff that I like. I don't really care about getting a payout or doing all this other stuff. Like, obviously you need one if you're going to do this, for your, as a living, but that comes naturally. Just like the money part, it comes naturally if you just focus on getting good. That just comes with it. If you focus on trying to make a bunch of money, you're never going to make a bunch of money. You just have to focus on being good at what you're doing. Be good, then you get paid. That makes sense? Like, because I tried to get paid and it may work for a couple of months, but guess what? You're going to get crashing down because you're going to get your world tear down because then you're realizing, oh shit, I'm just trying to get paid. I'm trying to get a bunch of money. I'm trying to get max paid out. Doesn't matter. You don't need to do that. If you just focus on getting really good, the money comes naturally. Like, even though it gets slow, comes slow. Like, I'm doing de-risking. I had a banger last year, and I ended the year poorly. I didn't like how I ended it. So guess what I'm doing? I'm going slow as shit. I'm risking $200 a trade. That's it. And I have 75 to 80% win rate every month. And I maybe come out the month $2,500, maybe 2,500. But guess what? I'm happy. I love that. I'm not mad at that at all because guess what? My $2,500 risking 200 doesn't matter. I'm risking $200. That's 400. I take 10 trades maybe a month. I'm happy with that. I'm content with that. You might not be. I don't care if you aren't because you're not trading my style. I am. And that's the thing that I think is very important is when you learn, it's like, okay, do you really, like, who cares? I just want to do my same risk, do my setup every day, and that's it. And then be the best trader I can be. That's literally all verbatim what I do every day. And that's why I don't trade bank holidays. That's why I don't trade the day after. That's why I don't trade the 2 days before NFP. That's why I don't trade in the morning on FOMC because I know conditions are going to be poor. I don't trade after large range of days because I'm not going to set myself up for failure. I don't want to be in that little box of failure. I want to be in the box of like, oh, his conditions are perfect. So there it is. He's got it. And no, it's not mechanical. It's all dependent on my brain, unfortunately, for all you mechanical ICT guys. And I hate to say it, like, mechanical is good up to an extent. That's the problem. Everything mechanical has to be tweaked. And if you tweak one thing, the whole system fails, like an engine. Which is great because it runs automatically. You don't have to think. And it's awesome. But you're not going to get the real result of ICT unless you actually go and learn all the things on how to do it non-mechanically before you create something mechanically. That's why people create mechanically things, is because of that thing right there. Exactly that thing. So, I mean, this isn't going to be a very long video because I think this is just maybe common knowledge. We'll see. But yeah, I hope this can point you in the right direction. My word of advice is literally go and test. That's it. Go and hop on your chart, write these 3 questions down. Why did it do this? Why did it not do this here? And how did it do it? There you go. 3 questions. If you can answer those questions every time you don't understand something, why did it do this? You look at all the aspects. Time. What day is it? What session is it? How did it react before it got there? What were the signs on how it did that? What did we take? What did we tap into? A million questions you can ask. And you always have an answer. I can always tell you. That's why I love this stuff. You always have an answer. You will always have an answer. And that's the thing I like about ICT. You always have an answer. Unless it's very news manipulated, you always will. And maybe your setup fails. That's the only time you really don't have an answer because maybe the setup was clean. 99% of the time, all of us are pretty right about bias and drawing liquidity. I mean, that's just a given. You normally are right about bias and drawing liquidity. It's just, it didn't pan out. The setup didn't pan out that day, which sucks because you got it all right. And that's the hardest thing about this stuff. You can get it all right and still be wrong. And you still don't get paid. But if you know your system really well, you'll know, all right, I didn't get paid that day. I didn't get paid today. I'm not going to go risk my whole account to get it back because why would I do that? Why would you risk your whole account on one day? I've done that so many times, man. Why would you go and do that? It doesn't make any sense. If you have a proven statistic behind every one of your trades, you're fucking your statistic up completely. It's screwed. Your statistic is wrong. It's skewed data. Every time you go and revenge trade. And this is the question that actually started changing my trading, actually, right here. What if I don't do that? What if I don't revenge trade? What if I follow my rules? What if I don't actually what if I just turn off my chart when I lose like that? What if I have a bad week, then I take a week off instead of trying to get all my money back I made last week? Or what if I had a bad week and I still try and do the right thing? What happens? I'm not saying that's the be all, end all, be all, okay? I'm saying it'll drastically improve your trading to insane amounts because you turn into a robot. I mean, to be honest, you use your brain, obviously. You have a predetermined bias on everything you use because you're not a robot, but your system kind of turns robotic, which is how every trader wants to be. They don't want to have to think about the money. They don't think about the money. And that's when you get these long testing sessions of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and you have all your data and you understand, okay, I win. For me, for example, I win 77 or 76, I think. We got down to 76 this year. 76.35 trades take, or overall win rate. I don't give a shit about that. The win rate doesn't matter anymore to me. I used to be all obsessed with getting 80% all the time. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. What I am obsessed now is, do I have a good risk? Am I risking good? Yes. Is the setup good? Yes. I'm happy. That's making me happy. I don't give a fuck if I lose 10% of the trades. Is my bias on point? Yup. Oh, dude, I won't get mad. I just tell you, it's just a part of the stats. It's a part of the statistic. That's it. No, nothing major. Just a part of the statistic. And this is why it's a short video, because it's not everyone makes it harder to believe that it's so hard to be a profitable trader, to understand how to do this. And it's not. All you got to do is ask. It's literally do everything I told you in this video, and your trading will get better immediately. I'm telling you, immediately. But I'll keep this under 15 minutes because I know people's attention span is not very good. So hope you guys have a good rest of your trading week, and I will talk to you guys soon.